Let's go run a marathon. Good morning, YouTube. You can probably barely see me and I can barely see you. So it's about 4:30 a.m. right now. The whole town's asleep. It's dark out here. A little lighter in town, but once we're in the countryside, it's just me in the darkness. So I'm gonna warm up, get some stretches in, and let's get this run started with. And we're off. All right, guys. So here's my plan today. Plan is I'm gonna run really, really far. I'm gonna start off at the slowest pace possible because still half asleep. I had my breakfast. I had some peanut butter and honey on toast. I had a banana and a liter of electrolytes. I let that sit for like an hour and a half. So yeah, just gonna get started, wake up a bit. We'll go from there. I did have to recover the shorts today, and I'm blocking my headlamp because I don't want to blind you guys. Yeah, it was so freaking cold this morning that I had to put away my shorts. I was a little upset about that. Broke out the sweats, and I was almost going to get a toque and mitts ready, but I figured, you know what, a couple more runs without them, and then we'll get out the winter gear. I'm excited for this early morning run, man. Maybe see some wildlife. We're still coming out of town, so there's a bit of light, but soon enough it's just going to be me in the darkness. Look at these stars. I mean, it's hard to see and make them out, but they're just gorgeous. We've got quite the long stretch ahead of us today, and I'm already hearing noises in the bush. All right, here we go. I'm going to try and film as best as I can using the headlight. But I think in a couple hours it's going to get light out, so be a little easier to film then. We are entering into the abyss. Always a scary moment when you smell skunk. You better be ready to run if it starts chasing you. So let's hope we don't encounter one of those. But yeah, the goal is to update every 5, 10, 15, 20 kilometer mark, you know, until we finish or we lay down at the side of the road. And now it's just me, the open road, darkness, and whatever lurks in the shadows. Like I've mentioned in my other videos, this is a trial run. I've never done a marathon. I've never went remotely close. I've done 30, but I was kind of dragging my butt, so yeah, we're not going at a crazy pace today. We're starting off at like 8 minutes a kilometer. And we might increase it, we might decrease it. But yeah, it's just a trial run, see if we can make it. Guys, I just heard something over this bridge getting mauled. And I hear Kyle, oh, this is going to be a fun one. Can I brighten this up? I actually don't know if I want to see something down there. We're moving on. I heard something get like attacked and sounded like they're getting dragged out of that river, that swamp. Oh boy. Well, it's gonna be an exciting run to say the least. We're really in the darkness now. After these reflectors, the only lights I'm gonna have are my flashlights and the stars above. I know most people, if you ask them, Are you scared of the dark? They're gonna say, no. Of course I'm not scared of the dark. I go get a snack in the middle of the night from the fridge and it's dark and I don't care. But I dare you guys to go do something like this early morning, late at night in the open countryside and yeah, see how you feel. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm scared of the dark, but I'm not gonna say I'm not scared of the dark. I'm just scared of what could be in the dark. But thinking of those situations, that's how you prepare yourself for what may happen. So I'm running here in the middle of the night and I start to hear something running beside me. It's obviously tracking me and staying parallel. So I move over a bit this way. Just, we don't want to push our luck. And then in that forest, I start hearing the same thing. So whether that's a few coyotes trying to figure me out or what, we're gonna hug the middle of the road. See what happens. I'll be honest though, guys. One of the most peaceful things that you could do while you're on a run like this is this. Nothing but your footsteps, the wildlife. And I wish you guys could see these freaking stars. It's just so nice to see. There's a little dipper. I wish I knew more constellations, but yeah, so nice. It's funny because it's a little bit breezy today, nothing crazy, but you hear some bushes rustling. It's like, okay, I'm gonna shine my light, see if anything's there. But I don't know what's spookier. Me, if I shine my light and I see something there, or if I just keep my head down, keep moving forward. I mean, obviously I'm gonna make the choice of spotting something and then reacting. But yeah, I'm prepared for that. Just to illuminate. I mean, it's happened before on my runs where I'll see the eyes of an animal dart into the bush. But I'm just waiting for something to stare right back. You can just faintly see the sunrise coming up. And that's gonna be neat how this whole run, 40 kilometers long, however long I make it, I'm gonna be able to watch that come up. It already looks pretty neat, but yeah, it's the little things, right? Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. The medicine go down. Oh, we had our first culprit. You see the eyes? What is it? It's something in the water. I bet. Oh, did you see? I hope I got that shooting star on camera right when I was looking at the beaver. You see his eyes? Look at him. He's looking at me. Oh, he's jumping. That's not a beaver. That's something else. You see his eyes? I can't zoom. You do your thing, buddy. I'm going to keep going. How cool is that, though? I'm just going to keep looking behind me just in case he gets curious, whatever it was. Oh, I'm going to have to look back in the footage and see if I got that shooting star. What are the odds that I hear a noise? I got shivers. That's kind of spooky. I look to my left, something's just lurking in the water, jumps on the shore, bounces in the grass a couple times, and then a shooting star is above. Is that not all just for me? Like, what is the timing in that? The first eyes that I see to the left of me and a shooting star. If that doesn't tell me that I'm doing the right thing right now, then I don't know what that means. All right, so we're at 4.9 kilometers, pretty well the 5 kilometer mark. Nothing special. I feel good. I think what's going to keep me going is at least for the first couple hours, is the adrenaline of looking left and right at all the animals I see. Because I have cornfield on the right, forest on the left. I didn't think it was going to be this lively running this morning. I didn't think that I was going to see or hear so many animals already. So it's kind of exhilarating. I love this. What I do need to focus on though is my fuel. So at like 10 kilometers, even now, I gotta start slowly drinking my electrolytes, eating my bars, eating my dates. I don't have a crazy sugar source other than my fluids, but yeah, I just have to make sure I'm on track with that. And yeah, check back in at the 10K mark maybe. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. About it, and I'm gonna favor the right side of the road because I'm always running towards traffic. And you know how the road is slightly deviated to one side for runoff so the roads don't flood? That's why my hip and my one calf takes a toll, because I'm running 20 kilometers on the same side. So because there's no traffic, I'm gonna take advantage of it and run on the right side because nobody's coming behind me. Hopefully that evens out the pain that I start to feel halfway through this run. You know, there's one original experience that's never happened. Is that what they call it? Original experience, where you do something that's never been done? Yeah, one thing. It's an original experience that's never been done. Boingy, 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 boingy. Oh, shoot. Can't forget the bouncy ball. I'll be honest though, like, it's almost bright enough where I can just shut off my light and let my eyes get adjusted to things. So I might do that, save a little battery life. I do have 3 headlamps, so I think I'll be good there, but it's nice just getting used to the natural light, not using the headlamp. And this sunrise is going to be absolutely gorgeous. I'm excited to see that come up. But my number one fear happened 6-7 kilometers in. Oh my god, a car, our first car. Oh my gosh. Like I was saying, my number one fear happened. I gotta take a dump. Yeah, I know, gross, eh? I waited an hour and a half, but should have waited 2.5. But then I would have had to be up at like 2 a.m. eating breakfast. I'm not doing that, so we'll figure it out as we go. So my plan for the second half of this run is, you know, I get all the rewards. I get my headphones after 20 kilometers. I can listen to some music. I can play with my bouncy ball because, yeah, I know it's weird to play with a bouncy ball while you run a marathon, but I'm built different. And I like playing with bouncy balls. Soon here, I am going to have to fuel up. Eat some of my RX bar, eat some dates, keep the fuel running through my body, but I have such a good little pace, slow pace, but good pace going right now that I'm kind of torn between keeping the pace and stopping for a second, fueling up. So we'll at least do another couple clicks and see how we're feeling. There's something that just hits different about running at this time of day. Everyone else is asleep. I've seen one car. That guy definitely works construction. But I was just thinking of it now. When I was talking about my shorts earlier, I said I have to, what did I say? Recover my shorts or something like that. I meant retire. Retire the shorts. Just if you were wondering why my grammar was so messed up. I realize that I messed up now. Birds are chirping. It's morning. Hello there, YouTube. Now you can see me a little bit better. I still can't really see you, but 10 kilometer mark. We're at an hour and 20 minutes. I know I'm going slow, but this is a trial day. This is a trial run to see if we live. Gotta start fueling up. We're gonna tackle one of these bad boys. Oh, goo gel, jet blackberry. Get your amino acids, your sodium. Give me a little bit of caffeine, so I'll get that into me and see what else we got in the bag. I was thinking though, I just did 10 kilometers, so theoretically I do that 4 more times and 2 kilometers extra, and I just did a marathon. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see how my body breaks down as I run the rest of this race, you could say. Race against myself. Is it going to be my legs that go first? Is it going to be my thin splints that I thought? Am I going to have to poop in a cornfield again? I don't know. Stay tuned. Grabbed another little snacky snack. RX. Can you see that? RX protein, 3 egg whites, 6 almonds, 4 cashews, 2 dates. No regrets. It's crazy how in the span of like half hour, you go from this to this. I noticed that at the beginning of this run, I was doing updates every 30 seconds. Oh, a piece of grass moved. You know, I heard a noise in the forest. Now it's like 2-3 kilometers go by. All right, I'll do an update. Starting to feel it a little bit, but we're only 12.5 kilometers in, so we're gonna see how this goes. We're tackling some big hills out here. I mean, it doesn't look big on the camera. That doesn't help, but lots of elevation. When I do get to the halfway point, which, if my math is correct, is the next town over, I'm gonna shed all these headlights. Probably gonna shed the sweater because I'm getting a little sweaty. Refuel and run the whole distance I've already ran again. So I've got like 29 days until my Spartan race. First day is a 21K and I'm at 13. And that's with no obstacles. So I got to get in my head that this is barely halfway of that. Gotta keep on track, not let my mind wander, and focus, because I want to be able to finish that race, and I'm sure that I can unless I injure myself. But yeah, it's coming up soon, so we gotta get our butt in gear. Let there be light. When the night is young. Okay guys, I gotta talk about something really important. If you could be any animal in the world, which animal would you be? And why? Give you a minute to gather your responses. What would I be, you ask? I'd be myself, because I'm an animal. But for real though, would you be a lion? Would you be a tiger? King of the jungle, so you could take what's yours? Or would you be a fly? Is a fly an animal? Would you be a bird, so you could fly around, do recon on everything? What would you be? And if you're wondering what those RX bars look like, looks like everything you don't want to eat. I think this one's 3 months expired, so yeah, still fuel, baby. All right, 15 kilometers down. I'm still alive, but we have over half the distance to run again, so legs are a little tight. I'm trying not to think about it though, because like I said, we're not even halfway there, but sun's out, birds are chirping, feeling pretty good. Good morning, guys. Or should I say, good morning. Tough crowd. They following me. Why you bully me? Oh, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm just saying good morning. $2,500 monthly. Heat and hydro are extra. Free parking, just have to cut the grass. Hello there, YouTube. Encantado de conocerte. Time for our second Guja. We're at 18.28 kilometers. We're at like an 8:40 pace, which is kind of crappy because the bottoms of my feet are hurting. So when we hit our halfway point, I'm going to switch my socks out. I'm wearing these compression socks that I know they help, but there's not much padding on the bottom. So I'm going to tear into this guy, and yeah, I'll probably update at the 21K mark. I noticed that the wind has picked up significantly, and I'm running way into the wind. So I feel like I'm running backwards. So hopefully on the way back the wind gives me a boost so I can go twice as quick. Bonjour mes amis. Oh yeah. We're at 21 kilometers. We're making a little pit stop at the church. Yeah, I gotta change a few things. Oh boy, hurts more when I walk. We're gonna shed the headlamps, we're gonna shed the sweater, we're gonna change our socks. We're gonna probably get a little munch, a couple dates, and after that, we're running back. I should be more excited that I hit the half marathon mark. I've finished a few half marathons, and now it's just like, half marathon. Yeah, partially because I feel like crap, and I still have to do that again. Legs are pretty tight. I just had my first foot cramp in my right foot, my right arch. Yeah, I don't know, but I have to finish, so we're just gonna do this and we're gonna head back. We're gonna throw one of these bad boys into my regular water because I'm gonna need more electrolytes. I need 2 hands for this. Shake, shake, shake. Da, 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 da. Now we're taking these big old compression socks off. I know they look good. They're pretty stylish, but I need a break from the tightness on my legs, and I need some more padding. So let's throw those bad boys on. Oh man. Whee! And I just added 5 minutes onto my time because I forgot to stop my stopwatch, but whatever. We got the veins popping. Normally I'd make you pay for this, but yeah, blisters are intact, no blisters, so we're good. Makes you think though, that doesn't look too healthy. All the cultures who don't use shoes and just run around, I can't do both here. I don't know what to do. Yeah, all the different cultures that don't wear socks and don't wear shoes, you know, they're out working outside barefoot. And I don't think they've went to the doctor once for plantar or fasciitis and all that crap. I think they're just built different. And instead of just throwing more padding, more ointments, all that stuff, they just build such a strong foot that they don't even deal with that kind of stuff. So maybe I should start doing these runs barefoot. Or would that be a stupid idea? I don't know. But yeah, I gotta get moving here. I don't want to get too stiff. So get my shoes on, and then we're gonna hit the road, eat a couple more dates, a little bit of fuel. Tastes like junk, but we need our sustenance. So good to shed a layer. We got the loose tee on. We're feeling good. Gonna munch one of these, and yeah, we're gonna hit the road. All right, we're back on track, and of course we got to start with an uphill. Here we go. I'm not gonna use my headphones yet because there's a lot to see in town, so I'll be distracted. Here's to another 21. Guys, I should not have sat down. The amount of lactic acid going through my hamstrings right now. Oh, they're as tight as a tiger. That's good. Now you see, when I run this far, I always have a plan B of how I need to get home in case I get injured, in case, you know, something comes up where I can't run back anymore. So whether that be someone pick me up, or the other plan B, which I debated, is it's coming right by me here. Maybe I hitch a ride. so tempting to ask. Now it's just me and the open road again. See, it's Sunday today, so a lot of the Amish community, they're going to be headed to church. So we're going to see a lot of buggies as we're driving on the road. Such strong horses, man. How sweet would that be to do this all on a horse? I would love that. Nay, nay, mother trucker. See, I'm a huge fan of all the, fiction, sci-fi movies, fantasy movies, and whenever I'm out here on these long runs, I always picture myself in one of them. So I'm just thinking, I mentioned this before, Lord of the Rings. Those guys are probably doing marathon after marathon after marathon just to destroy the One Ring. But just like my Spartan race coming up, they've got obstacles in between. Mines of Moria, the warg battles, Uruk-hai raids, Treebeard. I don't see them complaining. And what's his name? Frodo Baggins. Am I gonna let Mr. Frodo Baggins be capable of more than me? No, fool of a toque. All right, we're 25 kilometers in. I've switched over to running on the gravel because I felt like it was going to cushion my feet more. The bottoms of my feet were getting pretty sore, but I don't think it's working. Just because the gravel's so uneven, so you're trying to balance yourself. I don't think there's any winner, unless I run in that field, but I don't think that would be any better. But yeah, what is it, 16 more kilometers to go? Oh boy. All right, headphones are going on and the world is turning off. Time to focus, time to lock in. Doo-dah. Da 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 da. It's just pain, right, guys? Just pain. I'll feel better eventually. I'll feel better eventually. Just gotta work like a dog, like a friggin' dog. Show them what a dog would do. Roar, roar, roar. Lieutenant Bunker, LZ is at 15 clicks northbound to your position. We've got a lot of enemy tangos, so you better be there, be square. We're leaving without you. Guys, you heard him. I gotta kick it into overdrive up this pace. It's just pain. It's just pain. We need out of this. We need an exfil pronto. Let's get to it. Woo, she's getting hot out here. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, demons knocking at my door. You see, when you realize that you're capable of something, you get that second wind, you start to feel a lot better. So, in theory, if you think you're capable of anything, you're always gonna have a second wind. You're gonna have a third wind and a fourth wind, and you're gonna sprint after 27 kilometers. Okay, maybe we're not gonna sprint, but in theory, that makes sense. All right, I'll tell you, I'm not the first one to say this, but it resonates pretty damn well with me. Why am I going on all these runs? Why am I waking up at 3:30 and running a marathon when I'm in no shape to run a marathon? I'm not training for anything specific per se, but when something comes up, I'm gonna be ready. Woo! I'ma miss you at the graveyard when you lay down, when you stay down. All right. 30.2 kilometers in. We've been running for 4 hours and 12 minutes with, mind you, that 2-minute break of taking off the sweater, changing my socks, etc., etc. But yeah, I'll be honest, I never felt worse in my life. What am I doing out here? I know what I'm doing out here, but golly gee, man. This is taking a toll out of me. Pain update. The soles of my feet, the bottoms of my feet, I feel like they've fallen off. They hurt so much. But on the other side of that, the tops of my feet, they feel pretty good. Next, we've got my right hip adductor. Every time I bring my leg up to stretch it, it cramps up. It's so stiff. But my left side feels pretty good. And just to add to that, I mean, both of my legs, my hamstrings, they also freaking hurt. But my arms, they feel pretty good. So we're about half and half. Trying to have a positive outlook on it. I'm fighting that line of embracing the pain or being taken over by the pain. The good part about that is I've got the option. So I'm going to choose the latter of the two and keep moving forward. I'll update you when I can. 32 kilometers in. I was a lot more talkative the first half of this run. Whew. What this is? Oh, what is this? What the heck? Is this me? Was this put here by a greater entity for me? Is this man telling me that I need to push forward? Forget about my cramps? Forget about being tired? This is me. When I finish it all, and I finish this marathon, this is how I will look. What the heck? 34 kilometers. And we're having some issues. Both of my abductors, like both sides, the inside of my groin, are cramping up. Every step I take. So I'm kind of walking like a crab right now. And I keep telling myself that my run didn't start until right now. All I want to do is walk. But what would Marathon Me say to that? Eh? What would he say? Keep going, Tristan. Don't be a little... Okay, Marathon Me, I'll keep running. 35 kilometer update. Listening to the Interstellar soundtrack. I've ran out of water. And the groin just keeps cramping up and it does not feel good. But 7 kilometers left until I technically finish my first marathon. Yay. Well, guys, I've got good news and bad news. Good news is I saw some folks playing bocce ball on their front lawn. And they were asking me how far I went. They were pretty impressed. So I think that gave me good enough reason to ask them if they had a watering hose. So gentleman goes in and he gets a pitcher of ice water, and oh, did that ever taste good. He filled up my bladder, and yeah, we're getting back hydrated again. Bad news is it's my groin. It's like permanently cramped. So when I run, it just locks up. And this is the first time I've had to walk at 37 kilometers. And I know I'm going to beat myself up about it. I'm so close, but so far away to the end. So I'm going to drink a ton of water, see how I feel in like 500 meters and go from there. But yeah, that's where we're at. But a big thank you to John Smith, June, Dawn, and Bill. And it sucks too, because I had an average pace of just over 8 minutes, and now like walking my pace is 14. So it's going to bring it up past 10. So I'm pretty cheesed about that. That sucks. But I mean, like I said, this was a trial run. I'm not trying to win anything or get first place, but yeah, that kind of stinks. This is the aftermath of 37.5 kilometers. I am hobbling for my life here. I'm not moving fast at all. 40-kilometer mark, everything is shutting down. Cramping, oh, spasming. Everything's locking up. But even if I have to crawl across that damn finish line, I'm gonna do 42 kilometers today. I walk a lonely road, the only one that I... Why did I do that? Final results, 42.2 kilometers. My pace I kept under 10, 9.09 pace. And how long did it take us? 6 hours, 26 minutes. What'd you get up to this Sunday morning? Although I did walk for the last 5 to 6 kilometers, I alternated. I didn't walk the whole thing. But the last 3 kilometers, I was ready to give up. Maybe I should have. Maybe I injured myself, but I'm on your local bench with my feet up. I'm not a vagrant. I am just feeling like a vagrant. So if you watched the whole episode, if you watched the video, the run, thanks for joining me. But I think I felt like this for my first half marathon. I felt like crap. I felt like I was going to die. I just did 2 of them back to back. So, yeah. Before I cramp up, I'm going to go have a cold bath, get myself a hot coffee, eat some eggs, and reflect. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, comment, like the video. I really appreciate it. It's been a slice. Go get yourself a hot coffee. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.